Welcome back to the Full Timers Podcast. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's going on?
That lightning gets
How
me.
you doing, Rin?
I'm good.
So weird.
I am Vila,
I'm Ricky.
I am Ruin.
and we have a special guest. She is my sister-in-law. Name's Nini.
Why you gonna say it like that?
Welcome.
Yay, thank you.
This is the final installment of the horror month of the Full Timers Podcast.
The Full Timers Podcast.
Dang, Rune, you all close to the mic.
He got way close.
You don't get too close. It'd be hard to mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, last episode, Tino was here. Shout out to Tino again.
Hey, Tino.
How's Tino doing? I know he recovering from surgery.
Oh,
Surgery.
I forgot he was
wisdom
getting
teeth.
surgery. I haven't heard from him
I know.
since last
Yeah.
time we recorded.
Shout out to Tino. Get well. Hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
We talked horror movies
Horror.
last time, and
Wait,
today
I wasn't part of that one. I wanted to do that one.
we can do it next year.
Okay.
If we- But today we are talking real life paranormal experiences. Dun dun dun. But yeah, what's up, y'all? How's y'all's week going?
Yeah.
Good. Busy at work.
Good.
Me too. Busy at work.
Yeah. Nini.
Well, I had the day off today.
That's
Nice.
awesome.
Doing good.
That's
Well,
not awesome.
I have to get used to calling you Nini because I don't call you Nini personally. I call you by your real name, so I'm gonna have a hard time saying Nini.
It'll be okay.
Okay. Yeah, my week was good. It's been busy, working stuff, all that. Cold open. I had one idea, right? What was it again? Oh, the cold open. Rude. Would you ever go to a haunted house? A real life haunted house, not one of those play ones.
Yeah, I'll go.
For real?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Would you go?
Oh,
Nini?
yeah.
You
Oh,
serious?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been looking for one.
Ricky,
Yeah.
you gotta go now.
Oh, man. I was gonna say no.
You gotta-
I still want to say no.
Why not? Okay, tell me what. Sorry, why wouldn't you want to go?
I don't know. That's just asking for it.
For
Something
Exactly.
bad to happen.
Well,
What kind of bad?
no.
what is bad?
I mean, possibly death. Up to
Mm.
you might die, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, the only thing I'm
No.
hesitant about going to horror houses or scary real life haunted houses is if there's a chance of having demons there.
That too.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I don't want anything to follow me home.
That's
So
right.
every haunted house is a chance of demonic
I know.
spirits.
So that's a no
So-
for me.
Yeah.
It's a no for you,
It's
dog.
a no for you.
Yeah.
It's a no for you,
me.
dog.
He's gonna go.
Ruin, you still want to go?
I still want to go.
Damn,
Me
man.
too, Roy.
Yeah.
Y'all insane.
Down.
Because I'm part of this Facebook group now called Abandoned in Virginia, which I just showed Ricky this. There's a bunch of abandoned
I
places
wanna
around
go.
the
That
state.
looks fun.
I'm not a part of it.
But the idea of the abandoned houses, yeah.
Would you
So-
wanna?
Oh,
Would
yeah,
you want to do
Roy.
the urban exploration stuff?
Probably so, yeah.
urban exploration?
Where the it's like a internet thing,
Yeah.
YouTube thing,
Oh.
where they go to people go to abandoned places and just do their own homemade ghost hunt.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not really a ghost hunt; they just explore the abandoned place.
Yes.
That sounds fun.
Y'all insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wear a gas what do you call it? Is it gas mask from
Yeah.
asbestos and all that
Mhm.
stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, the medical.
Oh.
The thing
stuff.
that Zach Bagans wear on the show.
Zach. Sorry.
What?
You watch Ghost Hunter or Ghost Adventures?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I know y'all
That
ask
guy.
me all the
Can
time.
edit
Yeah,
that part out.
Yeah, we can edit it out. Uh-huh. So yeah, well, I guess on my list before I go past whatever and decide to call it to the end, I'm gonna find me at least one or two abandoned houses and go exploring.
And let me know and we'll go with you.
Yeah,
Ricky too.
No, just let me know how it goes. Told you,
Okay,
FaceTime me.
You could
I'll
you
be-
could,
FaceTime.
you could be outside of where the car is. That's probably even worse.
Yeah, it's like the first one to get killed.
It's not like a scary movie. I mean, it's just urban exploration.
Famous last words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's that. Yeah, the final installment of our horror month of episodes, which is only 2 episodes anyway, and we were talking real life horror stories. Ricky, what are your thoughts or your beliefs towards like paranormal stuff?
I don't know. So I personally haven't experienced anything
At all?
like that paranormal. Yeah.
Okay.
I know my family has, like my brothers and stuff.
Now, when I say
but yeah.
sorry, to cut you off.
Yeah.
When I say paranormal, it doesn't have to be only pertaining to ghosts or afterlife. It could be aliens and Sasquatch and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, so yeah, nothing like that.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Go
Sorry.
ahead.
It's fine.
Do you know any stories?
Yeah, from like my family, but not me personally. Which
okay.
I guess I can talk upon. I don't know. Is this the time we're talking about this?
I mean, since it didn't happen to you,
Yeah.
it happened to your family. They told you stories.
Yeah.
Do you still, as quote unquote,
Believe in them? I don't know. I really don't know because I felt like I would have like experienced something by now.
Yeah, being like your
But-
family, most of them,
Yeah.
and you didn't. So
I don't know. I feel like it's safer to believe just in case, though. I don't know. What I'm thinking. I don't know what to think. So.
Red.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Do you? What are your thoughts on paranormal?
I think
things?
I maybe had at least 1 or 2 bad experiences growing up.
Yeah.
And I think I just recently had one happen recently, but I don't know.
Right.
It is either I imagined it or I thought of it up while I was sleeping or wake up like a normal day.
Mm-hmm.
Or wake up when something different happened or something's out of line or something's not right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You, Nini. What are your thoughts or beliefs on
Oh, I believe in it 100%.
100%?
100%.
We'll go into that deeper
Later on.
in a few minutes.
All right.
For me, I guess I'm kind of in Ricky's shoes a little bit. I've had 2, I guess you could say, ghostly experiences growing up. I for sure had 1 alien experience.
What?
I just remember that too.
That's cool.
But I also heard stories from my brother and
Which brother?
not your husband.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Whitney, the house and all that. Why wasn't he here?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean that's it. Just those 2-3 experiences for me and stories that's not handed down, but told to me also.
Dad should have been a part of this too.
My dad,
Mm-hmm.
he has no stories.
He has plenty of stories.
Not paranormal.
Yes.
He ain't tell me.
He told V.
He said, I know, I asked him this because I always watch ghost shows
Mhm.
on my tablet downstairs, and he's watching it too. He's like, man, he's like this. I don't believe this stuff's stupid.
Maybe he doesn't believe those stories.
I guess. I don't know. My
Alright.
mom's the same way. I asked my
Oh.
mom, it's like, ever seen ghosts in the
They're trying to.
woods of Cambodia,
They're
forests
trying
of
to trick
Cambodia?
themselves. Mm-hmm.
And they said, no, my mom's like,
I've heard
never saw it.
plenty. Oh, okay. Well,
Have y'all's parents, your mom,
Yes, and grandma and stuff
in
too.
Sokmai and stuff?
Mhm,
Cambodia,
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, I haven't heard the stories in a while, but I remember them telling stuff about it.
What about your parents?
I mean, I heard of the story and I've heard other people in the Cambodian community tell my parents, and then my parents tell me.
Your parents, do they believe it or no?
No, they don't believe it.
See?
I mean, yeah.
okay.
I think my family does for the most part. They're
Yeah.
They believe in
From
it.
the stories I heard from, at least from Tino, from what he told me about your other family members.
Oh.
Kinda, so yeah, me, I in the middle. I guess I experienced it. I don't know. It's not like a full blown. I heard voices, saw apparitions thing. It's just more so like, Oh, that's coincidence. It's more coincidence, I think. But I'll tell the story and see what y'all think.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go first?
Yay.
uh,
Who? Ruin. No?
let's say room for last.
Yeah.
I can go first.
Yeah, go first.
So my earliest memory. So this story happened. I don't know. We were at I was probably 4 or 5. My brother's in here to fact
My
check
husband.
me.
He's so cute.
It's he was also on the episode. Which episode was that? The Jobs
11?
one. The
Yeah.
Jobs
Y'all,
one.
gave me y'all got the cool episodes now. Y'all gave me the boring episode. Something about
Oh,
jobs.
sorry. Yeah, why do we do that? It's messed up.
Because Virak wasn't there. Cause he had
Oh, yeah, that's why.
feeling for
Oh,
I
Virak.
was
yeah.
feeling it was a
Yeah.
So
Appreciate
an ad lib.
So I was about maybe 4 or 5. I don't remember exactly, but it was New Year's probably, and we went to that house. That's Chesterfield, right?
Yeah. It was deep Chesterfield.
How is it? I don't know which
It's
part of
off
Chesterfield.
of,
I'm not familiar with that area really.
All right. Winter Park. It was off of Winter Park, off of
not familiar
Hull
with that.
Street or Midlothian, but it's
Okay.
deep. Yeah, it's like
So I do remember that their backyard. They're not there anymore, but their backyard was just deep woods, right?
yeah,
Like
all woods,
nothing, just straight
trees.
up woods.
Yeah.
What was the closest back door neighbor?
You would walk a good distance and then catch the creek, cross the creek, another good distance.
Probably
before
2
you catch-
miles.
Uh,
Miles.
That's a little exaggerating, but yeah, a mile, about a mile.
Okay, so I think it was New Year's that night.
Yeah,
I was probably 4 or 5.
I know you're going with this.
So I think I ended up falling asleep before the countdown even happened, and I remember Dad. We were walking to the car. Dad was carrying me to the car. I was asleep. I woke up, and here's the thing. I don't know if I saw it or not, but I woke up. I looked into the woods because Dad parked in the backyard, and I saw like this white mist in the
Yeah.
back of the woods. It was pitch black back there, mind you. And I saw this white mist walking or running through the woods. It was just legs. He was running. And then it ran up a tree, like straight up 90-degree angle. And it,
Yeah.
whatever mist it was, it dissipated. What's the word?
Dissipate.
Dissipate.
And that's
Yeah.
it. But okay.
No, Whit.
But here's the thing. I'm thinking.
Co-signed too. Whit saw that too.
I didn't
see
know
it.
that.
I didn't see
I
it.
never knew that.
Whit saw that.
But here's the thing. I thought because the reason why I'm second guessing that because I had just woken up, so I was probably half asleep when I saw that. So Whitney said he saw it.
Yeah, he saw it too.
It was literally just legs, no upper body. I saw like legs just like this.
Did you say
running.
this was at night? Or?
Yeah, it was at night, and it was pitch black in that woods.
And the thing was like white mist?
Yeah, it was a white mist, and it ran up the tree, pretty high up, and it just vapored away. That's all I remember.
That's creepy.
You said Whitney said I never knew Whitney knew.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Whit could attest to that, but I didn't see it personally. But I mean, of course, you want to break down the science behind it. It was just fog. It was condensation.
And I was half
know.
asleep.
Right. But I mean, like, two people saw the same thing, like somebody running, with like a backdraft. So I didn't see it.
That's why.
I didn't see it.
I'm not sure if it was really a
No,
paranormal
Whit
experience.
saw it. If he was here,
No, I didn't know
he-
that. So I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
I guess it kind
Right,
of solidifies
so
it.
it was.
But here's another story about that house too. To my understanding, it was built on like old Civil War.
Yeah,
or-
pretty much.
Or natives,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We was staying the night at his crib one day, right? One weekend, and then they would hear like old soldiers talking in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Like you know how you can walk with like guns with a belt, like the shackles. Ching, you know what I'm saying? The noise. So they heard that, and they just ignored it and went back to sleep. But
That
I
was
was heard in the
often?
kitchen.
That was often.
It was a couple of nights.
Wait, you were there?
I didn't hear it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
so I didn't hear it. So I personally didn't hear it.
Didn't Sada's grandma? They stayed there for a few times, right? Did she?
Yeah,
hear
that's
that?
where I got the story from. Yeah. They heard talking, like soldiers' voices talking in the kitchen area, like downstairs. All right, so I'm gonna try to paint a picture real quick. So there's a kitchen, and then there's a stairway going up the kitchen. When you go in the front door, like here, you know what I'm saying? There's a stairway going up, just like this. So the same dynamics of this house right here. So when you open the door, there's a stairway going up the stairs. If you're in the kitchen, there's like a back stairway going up the stairs.
I remember that.
So it's like two ways going up the stairway. You know what I'm saying? So, she woke up, went to the bathroom. This is Sada's grandma, right? So yeah, she woke up, went to the bathroom, heard soldiers talking, American, clear English. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that part.
Yeah.
And I remember one detail, like they heard the horse's hooves on cobblestone walking or something, and chains too.
Yeah, yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But at the same time, though, what y'all could have saw was when y'all witnessed what y'all saw that day, it could have been natives. You know what I'm saying? Native Americans, because it was Civil War land. You know what I mean? So
Could have been slaves too.
it could have been.
But it's weird because I just saw legs and no upper body. It was literally just legs
Bro,
running.
Wit saw that. So that's what I'm saying. I didn't see it. I didn't witness anything.
I didn't know this.
That's
like
you and bro.
20 years
what I mean?
later, I never knew he
Yeah.
saw it.
Did he describe it as legs also?
Yeah, just a quick. He described it as, you remember Get Out?
Yeah.
When the brother was running,
Oh yeah.
and then he did a quick cut. He did a quick and sharp turn.
Right.
That's how he ran.
Yeah, but what I saw, it was that running fast. It was running pretty fast, but it went a quick right up the tree like it was nothing. 90
What?
degrees. And it went high up the trees too before it dissipated.
That's crazy.
So picture this. So it's all gravel, right? The driveway is all gravel driveway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like a basketball court right here. It's hard to play ball on gravel, so everybody would slip. But anyways, the way bro described it was running this way,
Towards him?
like towards the car, because we parked.
Towards us?
We parked perpendicular to the court. All right, so the driveway, you pulling up the driveway,
Wait,
right?
was the court facing, like the rim facing the house?
All right, so it's
I can't remember that much.
Do you remember the long driveway? It was like
I remember the driveway,
semi
yeah.
long. You go up the driveway,
Go to the back.
and then towards the back, and
Yeah.
then the basketball court is right there facing where you will pull up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we pulled up right near the
Facing the hoop.
next to the hoop, because we wanted to play ball.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, okay.
we were kids.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
wanted to play basketball, so kind of next to it. So basketball court facing us, the car facing the basketball court. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. So when we got in the car, Pops could beeline backwards and K turned
Get out, yeah.
to get out. That's when I guess you and Wit saw it, right? So the apparition, whatever you want to call it, was running this way
Towards the car.
I'm speaking on behalf of Wit.
Yeah, yeah.
I probably got some words
Yeah.
mixed up or whatever, but the figure was running this way, like directly towards the car, like this, and then did the get out cut. You know what I'm saying? Did the get out cut and cut
That's
this
weird.
way,
So,
and that's when you saw, I guess.
no, I saw when we were walking to the car to go into it.
Oh well, yeah. But
And
we
you
saw
know
it
when
on
you
the way
when
out.
when you hold your child,
Yeah.
the head's going facing that way in the back.
Yeah.
That's how up my head was. I remember that much,
Mhm.
and then that's when I saw the apparition.
It's crazy.
That's nuts. I never knew when he saw it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dang.
we saw it too. It's crazy.
That was my earliest memory of anything paranormal.
Yeah.
I
So
remember when
wow.
we
was that 4 or 5? What year was that? You remember that? Was it New Year's?
Oh,
It was cold.
It was a while ago, man. It was.
I just know it was
it
cold.
was the '90s, late '90s.
Late 90s?
Yeah.
I was early. Like,
No, because late '90s when I graduated.
was that the same time?
I'm putting my age out there, but no, because
Yeah.
when we was kids, like I want to say I was like 13, 14, so that's early '90s. Because I remember, Biggie was out. His album was, popping.
You
at
in
the time.
you say you were in 13? That's like you're a freshman then, high school.
Yeah, maybe. Well, yeah,
So
maybe
I was
freshman or maybe
probably-
8th grade, something like that. I can't
I
recall.
was probably like 6,
Yeah,
5 or 6. Dang,
yeah. It was a while ago.
that's my
It was a
earliest
while ago.
memory.
Because they just it was a new development. Because I remember the house across the street
Mm-hmm. Was
it
still
was a
being built,
cul-de-sac.
right?
Because he lived in a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, yeah.
So the house across the street was being developed, and we was playing hide and seek in the dark.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we was playing hide and seek in the dark. And I remember we was hiding near the house that was being built. So it was all frames, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's all framework. And then you could hear maybe it was just deers in the back.
Yeah.
Because I'm being analytical and being a realist.
Logical
Logical. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go, better term for it. But I would hear
animals.
yeah. So
Quote,
I
unquote,
put it
yeah.
I would put it as that, you know what I'm saying? But
Did you ever have bad vibes in that house?
yeah.
I can't remember
It
if I
was
did.
weird.
Like not bad vibes, but like eerie. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Not bad, not negative, but not alone. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I can't. I only been there because I was so young. I don't really have a good memory of that. So,
Mhm.
I mean, that's probably it. What's next?
Dang.
That's the end of my story.
Yeah.
That was a good story. I was like,
It's crazy. Yo.
That's like two.
No,
That's
I
two
say
stories
this,
in
though,
one
like,
house.
When we first, well, not we, like I lived there, but because our families were real close. You know what I'm saying? So when they asked us over for the first time, kind of thing. You know, when they were welcoming company and stuff like that. You know, we would go and voyage the backyard and see how far. Yeah, so we would take an expedition and explore the backyard area. It was all woods. I remember seeing the creek and it was like fallen trees. I remember seeing etched like carvings on the trees. But again,
But it's like what though? Like what is it? Remember?
it's like to the level of like cave drawings. But you know, of course, it was. I just took it as kids being kids. But at the same time, we gotta think this is a new development. So this is all woods, unless it was just. It could have been like a previous hunter. Because again, I'm being logical with mine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even thinking anything further than that. You know what I'm saying? But all these stories and stuff like that, you know, it ties it in. It's like, yo, it's kind of weird. It's eerie back here, you know? So, yeah. It's crazy.
That's two stories in one area right there.
Yeah.
Well, three stories, kind of. You know.
well, dang.
Yeah. We're not trying to level up each other's stories. We're just gonna tell our scary stories. So I mean, whatever you want to tell, you can.
Okay. Well, the first one. Well, so I have like anecdotal stuff, and then I have like a story, like my aunt's story.
Right.
So I'll start with the anecdotal stuff. So the house that I grew up in, just down over there. Again, I never like experienced anything weird or had bad vibes or anything, but I know like my mom and both my brothers did. Like they just got weird feelings all the time, like being in that house. I don't know if they ever saw anything themselves. It was just like weird feelings. And I'll have to fact check with like my brother and maybe Tino too, because he slept over there a lot. Yeah. But one of them was like, I feel like it was Tino and my oldest brother Billy. They would say like sometimes at night, like there would be like a train that sounded like it was right in the backyard, just like passing by. They said it was like so loud, which I never heard anything like that. So that was weird. And then I think one time, I think it was my mom's friend was like spending the night one time. She was like I think sleeping in like my grandma's room, and my grandma's room is like right next to the bathroom. And so when she was sleeping in the bedroom, she had the door kind of open, so you can see the hallway. And I think she said like she saw like just a black silhouette kind of.
At that house?
Yeah, at that house, and like it was walking, and it like stopped at the doorway, and she said she remembered like seeing a face, and it was like really angry looking at her, and just kind of like stood there for a while and just walked into the bathroom, and that was it. I don't think they turned on the lights or anything; it just like disappeared in the bathroom or something.
Wow.
Was the house still, no moving parts in the house, anything like that?
Like poltergeist?
No,
poltergeist?
I mean
I'm
not.
saying in terms of like, was the house still everybody was asleep kind of thing, or was it like somebody moving?
Like was it settled?
Yeah,
Oh,
settled.
yeah, it was settled, I think. And I think my aunt was always like kind of afraid to be there alone. I don't know why. I don't know if she's seen anything, but she's always kind of scared to be there alone.
It's probably a feeling.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people had bad vibes in the house, and then only like a couple years ago, did my mom tell us that someone actually killed themselves in the house, which is why they got it so cheap when they lived there. Yeah.
Did you ever look up like the backstory?
I think I tried to, but I don't remember. I mean, I think she said like the guy like shot himself, and I think it was the room that my brother slept in. Which
goodness.
yeah, like
That's crazy.
yeah, well, Billy and David, they both slept in that one room, and like. When my parents split, I would, visit my dad in that house, and I would sleep in that room too. But again,
You didn't feel anything?
Yeah, I would sleep there by myself. And
Is your dad still there?
no, he's not there anymore. No one lives in that house anymore. But
This was in the neighborhood over here.
yeah, just down there.
That one.
Off of Libby.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, so there was that whole thing, and then when I was in high school, me, my mom, and my brothers moved to another house. Not too far from.
And we've been to that one.
Have we?
Yeah. Owen used to live there too.
Oh, okay.
That
The one
one
that
house.
Owen owned.
Yeah.
No, not that one.
Oh, not that one. Yeah.
Oh.
The one before that one.
After that.
After?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that the
Get
one
my
where
time.
Owen
It's by the
built
church.
the walls on the downstairs.
Yeah, it was like a bar thing in downstairs.
Yeah, you built that. Okay, yeah.
So again, like, I guess I don't know if my mom, but definitely my brother's got like weird vibes from that house too. And I think Owen said he felt weird stuff too. Maybe I don't know. But
I had weird vibes there too.
oh yeah,
In that just that downstairs part.
yeah. See, again, like I never did, and I was like home alone most of the time, like out of anyone else. I remember history.
That's
turn.
me.
That was a ghost.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Hear through the mic. Oh, okay.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so like I used to have a drum set that we put like in the basement downstairs because I used to play a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I never really got creeped out, even though I guess now I would be. But my brother would say like sometimes he'd have to go down to the basement to do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him saying like he saw this like pair of white shoes, like they were just like clean white shoes. I think I remember seeing them too, but he just said he got like really creepy vibes because I don't think anyone would put their shoes down there, you know. And then
What kind of shoes were it?
I don't know. I'll ask him.
White New Balances.
Yeah, right. And then when we were moving out of that house, my other brother, the middle brother, and my mom, they were, moving stuff out, just them two. And then, like my brother, he heard like something falling in the bathroom, like the upstairs bathroom. Like he ran up there to go look at it, and he said he saw the bathroom tiles, like some of them fell, and the ones that fell, like he looked at what was left of it, and it was like a cross or something. Like it was a shape of a cross. It fell in that way. And I think they were just talking about weird vibes too, like before that happened or something. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to think because your family gets those feelings or
Yeah.
whatever, but you haven't.
Yeah, no, I haven't at all. No, those two houses,
Yeah.
I never
He's
thought of
not
it.
open to it mentally. That's why.
It just makes me it just makes me wonder, to piggyback off of that statement, was are you not as susceptible? Is that the right word to it? Or
I guess I don't know. Like I feel like
but you want to experience, right? Not
not
to.
want to, but it's not like like.
No.
What was I gonna say? I get scared a lot,
Yeah.
and like I don't know. I think especially when I was younger, I'd be paranoid of that stuff, like spirits and apparitions and stuff. But I really can't say that I've had anything happen. Like,
Do you debunk stuff in your mind? You're like, oh no, it was this, or it had to be this.
no,
Is that
like
what it is?
I mean, I try to be as logical as I can. But if there is something I really can't explain, then I don't think I would try to make an explanation, like a different kind of explanation for it.
Yeah.
If it makes sense to you, like
Yeah.
same way with me. If it makes sense to me as this is what it is, I'm gonna let it be.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna question it further.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, I don't think I would like
Makes sense.
block it out or anything like that.
Yeah.
When I was in the house, that downstairs always had weird feelings. Because remember, I was helping Owen paint one of the rooms. It wasn't the room with the bar in it.
It was the one next to
it. It was
it?
the bedroom.
Yeah.
And when I was there by myself, everybody was upstairs, like in the kitchen, living room.
Mm-hmm.
But that short moment of me being in that room alone, always felt like somebody else was in the room, but there was nobody else.
Oh, I remember one thing, which, well, at first I thought it was like a supernatural thing, but I was like, I was home alone one day, and I was like, I don't know, like cooking noodles in the kitchen or something, and I swear I heard someone's like faint voice. Like I forgot what I was doing, but I heard something like while I was doing something. It was like I heard someone like, "Hey, you, stop that!"
That's
And I was
clear. That's very, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was like, "Stop that!" And then like I thought I like imagined it, so I just kept doing whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, you, stop that!" Like as soon as I started doing the cooking or whatever again, and then it turned out to be some like repair guy, like in the yard or something.
Wait.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Like I had no clue he was out there because there was a tree that fell on our house too. So they were like,
was he talking to you?
no, he was on the phone, but the way it like synced up, it sounded like someone was like watching me and talking to me. Yeah. Like I remember getting like shivers like really bad on that, but then I was like, oh, it's a real guy.
Because it was coincidental to what you was
Hearing
thinking
Yeah,
stories and stuff.
yeah.
in your head at the moment.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's why.
So
Dang.
yeah, there's that. So it's not, it was a relief to learn it was an actual person.
Yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure.
yeah, so there's those anecdotes.
Run.
Me. Let me see. I think I got one ghost experience. Literally, I think the day that we moved into our house, I think I had a ghost experience. I seen a ghost in the downstairs in the living room while me and my parents are sleeping downstairs. And it's a rainy night, and we're all in the little room downstairs because it's like late night, and we just got done finishing packing, moving into the house, and the door was open a little bit, cracked open, and the small room downstairs. So I was looking out the door and I saw a figure in the distance in the living room. And then I thought I was imagining something or something was happening. And a couple of years later, I was by myself downstairs sleeping by the stairs, and I was laying down, looking at the stairs, and above the stairs, I saw another figure. It was the same one.
Same one you saw a few years prior?
Yeah. And then now, since I'm older, I think I feel this spirit or this happening something every now and then around. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you still experience anything a little bit then?
No,
nothing since.
No. And then I think I'm experiencing something else, but I think it's either my mind or I'm just reading too much, thinking about too much. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Dang, man. See, it's kind of.
I'm saying you still experience it now.
No.
He said not for a while.
Yeah, he said not for a while.
No.
Did it feel bad? Did it make you uncomfortable?
Like, what kind of vibe was it?
It was like something that made me feel uncomfortable, or like waking up feeling something different, or something is not right, or what happened. Right. Sometimes when I take a nap, I try to figure out what's going on, or what happened before, or what's going on. Yeah.
It wasn't your vape clouds?
No.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
No. Maybe it's just Trump trying to scare me. That's all.
Oh,
But we'll say that for another episode.
There it is.
Oh man.
Nah, not really.
Not yet.
Now it's your turn.
All right.
You didn't mic shy?
No. Okay. All right. So, not only do I believe in it, I'm a firm believer in it, and I've had a lot of experiences. My family, my mom, everybody. So, when it started, I was a lot like Ricky. Like, I was not susceptible. I didn't believe it, and I was closed off. So therefore, a lot of things didn't bother me. I would feel uncomfortable, but no. Okay. So my grandmother, God rest her soul, her birthday is on Halloween. It's my dad's mother. So the year she passed, I was in the 11th grade, and me and a few friends went to the graveyard because I said I wanted to visit her on her birthday. So we all know October, it gets dark earlier.
And everyone's playing their parts.
Everyone's playing their parts. So.
Wait, what?
Like costumes. This is 31st.
Halloween?
Yeah. Halloween.
Okay. Okay.
So we had school that day, and then around 6 o'clock, we decided to go visit her. I said, hey, the graveyard closes at 5. It's probably going to be closed, but hey, we can just jump the gate. Why not? Right. We're from Camden. Anything goes. We get there, the gates are wide open. So we go inside.
When they're supposed to be closed?
It's supposed to be closed. They close at 5. Okay. This is Harley Cemetery. So honestly, they close at like 4:30. You go to visit somebody, it's closed. It was open. So I go, oh, it must be open because it's Halloween. Why not? It's a graveyard. The gates, when you go in, the office is on the left. The left was completely black. Nobody's there. Okay. We find my grandmother's grave. We walk. We go there, and one of my friends gets spooked. And he's like, oh my God, I just saw something behind a tree. And we're like, yeah, whatever. It was 4 of us. And we're like, oh, whatever. You being stupid. And he was, I know it was somebody in white. I was like, okay. My grandmother was buried in white. So I thought that was pretty funny. But I was like, all right, whatever. He's just seeing stuff. So we go to walk, and then all of a sudden we hear a little girl's voice. And she's laughing. All you hear is, ha, 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 ha. And I was like, what the hell is that? What is that? Right. So we ignore it. And then she goes, ha, 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 hi. Clear as day. I promise you, I'm not making this up. So then my friend goes, it wasn't the repairman, okay? So, we're thinking the graveyard's on the main street. It's a little girl outside, whatever. So one of my friends goes, hi, being stupid. And we're like, don't do that. And then it goes again, hi.
Oh, responding to that.
Responded. And I tell him, I'm like, you don't do that. Stop being stupid. They're non-believers. So we decided to walk around because it's a graveyard. It's Halloween. Why not? We see a mausoleum. This mausoleum is beautiful. It's big. It's got gates. It's got a doorbell. We're going to be stupid. Why not? We're kids. 11th grade. We go up. Somebody rings the doorbell. And my dumb self decides to knock on it. And all of a sudden we hear this deep laugh. And it sounds like it's echoing. It's yes, in the inside. Wow. So we jump off, and one of my friends, his name was Pudgy. He's the biggest one of all. He goes flying down the cemetery sidewalk, and we're trying to keep up. And then we still hear it. And I was like, no fucking
Wow,
way.
y'all already ran past it.
No way. Yeah, already ran past it. And then we get to the entrance and we stop. And my friend Allison, I'm sorry, Allison, she's all the way in the back. She's not fast. And we're waiting for her. And I'm like, she better come on before we leave her. And I'm looking and I'm like, y'all don't see that? And it was a tombstone far off. And I swear somebody was leaning on it. The only other person that saw it was my other friend. And he's like, yeah, I see that. Nobody else saw it. We go running down the sidewalk. We leave the cemetery, go running. And then I was like, no, we're not going to run. We're going to go back and make sure it wasn't somebody messing with us. So we go back. The gates are closed.
What? Somebody closed it.
The gates are closed.
Wait. How far back did y'all go? Like, you said you ran out.
We ran, so sidewalks. Yeah. There's like big, the lines, maybe about 6 sidewalk lines. I promise you it's not far. We can still see the sidewalk. And we're trying to gather ourselves. My friend Allison, she's out of breath. She's upset that we left her, but we didn't leave her because she was just running slow. So we went to the entrance. You ain't first, you're yeah. I was like, you were slow. We heard a noise. We don't like it. So I was like, no, we're going to go back. So we gather our breath and get our courage, and we walk back, and the gates are closed.
Y'all didn't hear it shut or anything?
I didn't hear it shut.
No, nothing.
The gates are closed. But then again, it was a main road. It was Haddon Ave in Camden, New Jersey. It's cars going back and forth. Nothing. It's closed.
Huh.
Gates are locked.
Yeah.
Closed.
How far were y'all from the gate after y'all went back to the gate?
We were in front of the gate. We noticed it was closed, so we get in front of it and we go pushing it, and it's locked. Mm-hmm. It's really big gates.
Yeah.
It's a really big, famous cemetery. It's locked. My cousin is also there too, and she was a child, a teenager when she passed. Mm-hmm. So not sure who we heard or what. So that night, I never told my mom what happened. My mom's very susceptible. Mm-hmm. She saw things growing up in her grandmother's house that she still talks about to this day. I'm going to sleep, and I feel something, and I hear something, but I'm thinking it's in my mind. So I throw my covers over my head, and then I hear something right over the covers. It's like, Ash, mm-hmm. Says my name. Mm-hmm. Ash. And I screamed. My mom comes running in the room, and she's upset. She's like, you were in the cemetery? I know you were. And my mom was bugging out. And Debbie, mm-hmm. She don't play.
So she
She knew. Because I started to cry, and I was like a little girl. She was laughing. She said hi, and somebody my mom was like, I told you not to do it. Because we told her we were thinking about visiting my grandmother, and she said, you don't do it when it's dark. You don't do it. Don't do it. And we did it. And when I woke up that morning, my favorite bear was next to me, and he was at the foot of my bed in a toy chest. So that's my story.
Did your grandma give you the bear?
My grandmother is one of the people that used to always say, you always got that bear. And I told her it makes me feel comfortable.
Oh.
So, how'd you get out the cemetery?
We ran out.
I'm saying you said the gate was closed.
No, when we went back.
They ran through the entrance.
We ran out because we were
back,
scared.
And it was closed.
And then when I was like, no, forget that. We're not scared. This is fake. And
I missed that. My bad.
you did.
I was getting wrong.
Husbands don't listen. Can we keep that in the podcast? Okay. That's
I have
my
one
story.
about my aunt, which, because you said that one reminded me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I think this was probably last year. I think, like the ancestry dinners you do, like the Cambodian thing. We were doing that at my mom's house, so we had the whole family over and everything. We had food laid out for ancestors and all that. Okay. So big gathering, everyone's eating and all that. Yeah. And I remember my aunt, who also lived in the house too. She had a friend over, just to see how it was and whatnot. And yeah, the night's going on. Everyone's eating, talking, this and that, And then after the party was over, my aunt said her friend was talking to her, and she was asking her she had met everyone previously, but there was one. She said there was one lady that she didn't meet before that was there, and she's like, so who's the older lady with the white hair, and my aunt's like, what are you talking about? Like probably the oldest lady there was my grandma, and she didn't really have white hair. And my aunt was trying to get her to, describe more. She's like, yeah, she had white hair, and yeah, she was like out in the backyard deck, just eating. And then I remember she like walked into the kitchen, sat down, was eating, I tried to say hi, but she just, didn't say anything, but just kept eating and whatnot. So I guess they thought that was weird. And then I guess maybe like the next day or something, my aunt was going through like the family albums, like old family photos. They're flipping through it and whatnot, and they got to this one picture, and then my aunt's friend, she looked at this one picture and she's like, "Oh my God, that's the lady right there. You don't remember her?" And my aunt's like, "Are you sure this is her?" And then she's like, "Yeah, that's exactly her. I remember seeing her that night." And then my aunt's like that's her, like my grandpa, but my aunt's dad. That was her dad's sister who already passed away.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm getting chills just saying it again. I wish she could have told that story herself because it was just crazy. But yeah, that just kind of blew my mind because, like everyone's there and like we didn't see anything, just my aunt's friend.
Wow.
And there's no way she could have known about my grandpa's sister.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So
I'll edit this out if you want me to, but which house was it?
my mom's house. The one she lives in now. Yeah.
Oh, she's still there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Did your mom ever say she notices anything at the house?
Not at that house.
Not at that house.
Yeah. I'll ask her, but
The previous houses, I'm sure.
yeah, for sure, previous house, but not this one.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really wild. Just because I guess you wouldn't expect it because everyone's there. It's a lively party and whatnot. But
Damn.
she just stood out to her, I guess.
That's
That's
cool.
pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of chills too, though.
Yeah, when I was
How
telling you
did
the
that
story,
make
I was
you
like,
feel, Ricky, because you said you're like a non,
I mean, like
You
I
got
said,
mad
I don't
chills
know.
telling it.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't know if I'm a non-believer. I'm just saying,
Oh, wow.
I haven't experienced anything myself like
Yeah.
that, or at least I don't think. Maybe if I think hard enough, maybe. But yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I always get that feeling oh, I might see something now. Like when I'm alone and I hear weird noises and
You don't
stuff.
try to make yourself see something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I feel like I have a really active imagination. So I mean, maybe stuff's in my head, but if stuff happens, I don't think I would deny.
Yeah, yeah.
Seeing
Right.
paranormal stuff, but
That's
Dang,
so
man.
cool.
yeah.
I have another story, paranormal. It's not ghostly or anything. It's the alien one.
Yeah, I was waiting. You said you saw
So,
it.
I think I was about 12. I was in middle school, maybe 11, 6th grade. It was when Dad had the job. Maybe we wake up at 4 in the morning, go to work.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna say the name. So Dad had woken up like 4 o'clock because at the time my room was next to the bathroom where he uses, and I think it was 4 o'clock. I heard my dad do his routine, and for some reason that morning I just woke up when he woke up too. And when Dad left the door, leave out the house to go, go to the car and stuff, go to work, I looked out the window, just watched him go to his car, go to work, and I looked up. That antenna, the big antenna, what station? I don't know what station it is. I looked up in that direction, and I saw it clear as day. It was like a silver-like saucer, and it had neon and green and pink lights going around the saucer. It was clear as day. I was a little shook by it too. Like I had my eyes on it for a good 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I followed it. It was going at this pretty slow pace from my range. So I looked at the time to see what time it was. It was 6:30. I looked back, and it was gone.
Oh my goodness.
At that speed, when I saw it, like there's no way it could have gone,
That
for
fast.
any out of my sight.
Yeah.
But when I turned back, it was not there anymore. I was like, "What the hell is that?" I swear, if I had a pencil, I could draw for y'all. Like that's how clear it was, and I still remember it to this day. That's my alien
crazy.
story.
You should do an aliens episode and have Rodney. Rodney is infatuated with aliens.
Yeah.
Run too.
No, you gotta
Yeah.
get the mic.
Yeah.
Cool.
You have another story?
Yeah, I'll put another one. I've been just get it out the way. I've been watching a bunch of those Cambodian horror movies, and I think one of them like scares the mess out of me or freaks me out.
You have is it on DVD?
No, I watch them on YouTube. But the one about the old lady that has the worms in her hair. That's the one that scares me the most out of all the Cambodian scary stories.
What's the Khmer name for it?
I forgot, like Lady of. I forgot, but I'll find
Is it Op?
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah,
Opposite like witch, right?
yeah,
I think so.
Witch.
I've heard that before.
yeah, yeah. But that thing freaks me out to this day, and still got me thinking about if that thing does actually exist or is it a real thing,
Yeah,
or it's something spiritually or something or a sign.
which I wonder because Mom and Dad said they don't believe it. Owen said he is always folklore about those stuff, but I don't know if it's based on true stories or anything like that.
What is it?
We call it Op. I don't know the breakdown.
Oh,
Witch
witches.
is a witch.
Yeah,
It's just a witch with just a head and a torso that's like kind of
Like a
gutted,
floating,
with no legs, no arms,
Hmm.
no arms,
like floating head or floating torso. You know what I'm saying? Like
and you can see the intestines and stuff.
Oh,
that could be exaggerated depending on who tells the story.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
essentially, it's just like a floating figure. You know what I'm
And
saying?
what's the story behind it? You know the story behind it, Run or Visa?
I don't, but I mean, I've heard like different narratives of different,
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What's your narrative on it, Run?
Well, the one narrative I was told that she was like, I guess one of the, in the Cambodian community, the I guess the oldest lady that comes to the temple and takes care of the monks and give the monks offerings and stuff, like comes in every once in a while.
Yeah.
That when I was a little kid, she was like one of those people, and then somehow, I guess she either got evil or the Buddha did something spiritually or something, and she
That story.
she decided to become evil, and yeah, like as soon as it was after dark and you see the moon out in the distance, and she became evil, and like she had this like horrible laugh in the distance, and like the young like person that was like I guess becoming the beginner Buddha, learning how to respect his elders and stuff, and he felt like he saw a ghost or felt a strange feeling around the temple. Yeah, and the I guess the witch or the bad spirit was always haunting the young person. Yeah.
What was your take on it? Or
No,
what
I
you
don't have a take, but this is a story that I heard. Like, I guess based on the concept of it. But it was about a family, husband, wife, and a baby, right? So the husband, he was a soldier. So he, Cambodia, right? Okay, so the setting's Cambodia, all right, back in the day. All right, so the soldier was called, to serve or whatnot, and then something happened to the wife and the daughter or the son, whatever, the baby. Yeah. They passed, and he didn't know that because it was all villagers. You know what I'm saying? So it was a village that knew what happened, but of course back in the day there was no technology to where it would get back to him. So he comes back home. He's excited to see his wife and baby, and then he comes to the house and sees his wife and baby. But the villagers are like, no, he's coming back. Yo, I'm so happy. Yo, I see my wife. I'm glad to be back home. Yeah. Everybody's like bewildered. They flabbergasted. They're like, yo, how y'all seeing this? Or how are you seeing this? Because they didn't bring it to his attention because they just, they're pondering to themselves or they just confused. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't know? You know what I'm saying? So I guess one of the elders, like Ron was talking about, like the elders of the village was telling him, like, they passed. Mm-hmm. Something happened to them too. I forget, the backstory as to how they passed, but they passed. Yeah. It's like, I just saw them. I just came in and rocked my baby, sang him a song. You know what I'm saying? I kissed my wife, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, they passed. Just like, while you was away. So now he's, confused. Yeah. So he went back to his house. His, back in the day, the village is like, built out of stilts and huts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So he went back, but they weren't in the forms of humans. They were skeletal at that point. Like, hey, welcome back. So the wife was rocking the baby, a skeletal baby. They're skeletons now. Mm-hmm. So his wife and and she's rocking the baby. They're skeletals now, and he's like coming back.
Skeletons.
So now he believes.
Sorry.
Whatever you want to, however you want to picture it, you know what I'm saying? It's not, tangible. You know what I'm saying? So however you want to put it together. All right, so it's the PBS skeleton. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So basically, now he sees, and now he believes what the people in the village was telling him. You know what I'm saying? So now he's freaked out. You know what I'm saying? He's confused. He's like, wow, this is the truth. You know what I'm saying? My family's gone. But he's afraid at the same time because, you was able to hold your baby. You was able to kiss your wife. And now you see skeletal, frames of your wife rocking a baby. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right. So, I got to cleanse this, I guess in a sense like a exorcism kind of thing, whatever, so I don't know. But so he's like, I got to go use the bathroom. I got to go pee, right? So there's no plumbing. There's no pipelines and nothing like that. Yeah. So what he did was he filled a jug of water. He filled it up and poked a hole in the jug and hung it on a limb to make it sound like he's peeing or using the bathroom because a jug with water, holding the jug, so it's constant. Mm-hmm. It was to buy him time because Asian folks, Khmer folks, you know what I'm saying. So his first reaction was to run to the temple. I need to get blessed. I need to get cleansed.
Hold on. He did that distraction. He said he has to use the bathroom to distract because they're gonna look for him. The spirits were.
Wait, so he was living in the house with his wife and his child?
Yeah, no. When he went back to the house,
no, he did that because he wanted to
get away,
distract the
corpses.
Okay.
When he went back to the house, they were there, but were they normal looking or
no? There were skeletal. There was skeleton remains. It was a skeleton lady rocking a skeleton baby when he went back to the house. So that's when he knew. That's something's not right.
PBS skeleton or no. what was the skeleton you were saying?
Don't try to sugarcoat. Whatever will make you sleep.
We're going to talk about the difference later.
Whatever will make you sleep at night.
No, but
overall,
PBS is a clean skeleton, a white skeleton.
Yeah,
corpse skeleton is gray and nasty.
Yeah. Okay. So he had to pee because he said he had to pee to distract
to
like a
distract
diversion
them,
from
to,
the- okay,
to
from
divert
spirit, from the
the,
spirit.
the skeletal
The
wife.
corpsey skeletons or
Yes.
the PBS skeletons?
However, whatever
just
makes
so
you sleep,
scary.
whatever
okay.
makes you sleep.
I like
Hey, come on.
PBS.
Tone it
Okay.
I'm
down.
invested
Tone
right
it
now.
down.
I'm invested.
All right,
I like PBS.
so he was trying to buy time because he knew this is not right. I see my wife, I see my baby as skeletons, and I need to get blessed because I need to buy time. So he filled up a whole jug of water, poked a hole in it to to make it sound like he's urinating. You know what I'm saying? So he hung on a limb,
That's so
Like a-
scary.
yeah.
yeah, like a stream. You know what I'm saying? And while that was going, that bought him maybe a few minutes. But of course, it's a village. The temple is local
Far
enough
from-
for him to get to. So he ran. There was clothes for the monks are asleep. So what he knocked on the door, like, what's going on? Oh, it's you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're right. I mean, everybody is right. You know what I'm saying? My wife, my baby has passed. I saw them. There were skeletons. I was like, all right, come on in, 'cause for a blessing.
Yeah.
So a part of their, I guess,
Prayer.
prayer or whatever to make them, feel cleansed,
Yeah.
or the whole spiel. What they did was they asked him to go in this trunk, so he hopped in the trunk, like a chest, it's
Yeah.
like a treasure chest in a sense. Get into this trunk. I'm gonna close the lid. I'm gonna put the blanket on over the lid, and we're just gonna pray over it to cleanse it out. That's pretty much, I guess, the concept of it was to trap everything out, just to keep
Trap everything in and then.
no, keep your energy in and anything negative out. So that was the concept of that prayer or a seance or whatever they was doing. You know what I'm saying? So while they was doing that, the monks went away. You know what I'm saying? You spend time in here, cleanse yourself. You know what I'm saying? So the dripping stopped from the jug. So now, like, yo, that's a long pee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they came looking up and they saw the jug, and now she's panicking. Like, I don't want to be alone. You left me once before. You can't leave me again. So they're trying to figure out where he went. They ran everywhere. So they so I guess they knew to go to the temple. Of course, at that time it was locked out. It was locked. The doors was locked. But he was on the second floor when they did it. It was a banana tree next to the window. They climbed it, and they saw the treasure chest. And he's like, I guess the wife knew it was him in there. So she climbed in the window while the monks was gone, opened up the chest and climbed into the chest with him, and killed him so they could be together. Because he was in his chest getting cleansed.
Yeah.
Getting cleansed. So the wife and the baby climbed of the banana tree and got into the second floor window where the treasure chest was, where he was being
where they
cleansed.
said he would be safe.
Yeah, where he would be safe. But they was able to go in, open up the chest, climbed
That's
in,
so
and killed him.
sad.
And that again, there's no factual facts to
It's
this,
folklore.
but
It's
folklore type stuff. But
I
it's
never heard
crazy.
that much of that story.
It's
I
wild,
didn't hear
though,
that
right?
part either.
Which one's the one? Maybe you could help me answer this too. Which one's the one where it might be the same folklore but different rendition? It's the wife. She was looking for a husband because the husband was out of war or something like that. Never came back though. So now she haunts the woods of the forest, and you hear her. People say they hear her calling for her husband, and come out to say like, "Bone."
Yeah. That's about.
But
as
she
far
also
as
has
nothing.
I don't know if it's the same one, but she carries her eyeballs in her hands. Is that right?
I think that's Pan's Labyrinth.
I don't know.
Oh no.
Is that right? I don't know.
I think I might have heard that one when I was a little
Like
kid.
they said, I had a friend that said, if you see long hair coming down along the tree,
Yeah.
that's her. Like,
Yeah, the
about to
long.
haunt
She
you.
drops
heard
her
something
hair.
Is that the
like
same
She
one?
drops her hair. It's
Like
beautiful.
Rapunzel?
Yeah,
Pretty much. It's like black hair. Like,
Again, I don't know the story
That's
behind
cool.
it, but it's a notable story.
Yeah,
that
it's something that's
circulates through the community for whatever reason.
and
But
there's
like,
different versions.
She has
too.
beautiful hair
What's the
that
reason for her dropping her hair?
it's
you
beautiful
see
to
it-
where you're tempted to like want to
Climb.
touch it and climb
And
it,
then
or
she does
or,
what? Kill
haunts
you?
you.
Yeah, it'll haunt you or kill you or something. But just for everybody that doesn't understand the history of Cambodian
Khmer
culture
folklore.
Right,
or
yeah.
or the history of it,
Yeah.
there's a lot of the wars and stuff that happened in the jungles that predates all these stories, and that's where these stories came from a lot of times.
Can I ask you something?
It was
Who told you these stories?
Pops.
Dad. He okay.
He could pass down stories, but I don't think he believes
Do you
it.
think he believes it? Didn't he experience anything?
He says
says
he
he
has, but he doesn't think
Okay.
it is what it was.
Okay.
Because
Makes sense.
Dad, when he went to Cambodia a few times, to where there's no plumbing, so you got to use the bathroom outside. One or twos. You know what I'm saying?
Outhouse.
Yeah. So he would hear stuff. Because in the village, he would hear stuff, and he's handle business and head back in because he hear it, but he don't want to
acknowledge it
or go investigate it. He's like, all right, I'm done.
But it's also jungle, forest, woods. You can hear a lot of things. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? Oh dang. That was your story. Do you have another one?
I'm sure I have a bunch. My family is I'm the one that's not susceptible. I'm the one that's not susceptible to them all. But I have some. The one I told you was my personal one.
Was that your only one?
Huh?
Was that your only one?
Is that my only one?
Only story?
No,
Personal story?
I mean, I feel a lot of things,
Yeah.
and then my kids do some really weird things. But my mom has a lot of good ones, and I'm more like, I don't want to,
I guess I could tell mine real quick. Then.
Yes, tell yours.
So this was around the summer of 2009. I think it was the summer when Dad had the stroke. I was helping Mom clean houses and help my mom. And one of the houses in Laburnum area, maybe West Laburnum, like the nicer Laburnum side. That the whole area is like old Victorian homes, right? And this one particular house, it had the plaque on the front that said this is a historical home. That one of those, it's on record, you can't do anything with this house, kind of thing. When I first got into the house, when I first time going there and cleaning and stuff, the moment I walked in, I immediately felt something weird. It wasn't bad, it was just weird, right? The couple, the owners of the home, they're older. They had old trinkets, antiques and stuff. One room, like the parlor room, had very old furniture, very kept up and stuff. And I was I was dusting all their shelves and stuff. They had a shelf when you go up the balcony of the stairs. There's a shelf on the, like, what do you call it, the middle of the stairs. It had a bunch of little trinkets. Side note, it's not important to the story, but they had like trinkets of like the minstrel show stuff and blackface and all that stuff.
Oh, crazy.
That's not important to the story.
Not at all.
So there's one room. Imagine an older couple's house and their decor. Old sewing machines, like very old relics type of stuff. Collectibles. I don't know if you want to call it collectibles. There's one room in particular. I guess it was their guest room, but when I was there, it was kind of their storage for crafts and other stuff. So I guess the woman of the house that owned the house, she did some sewing, some fabric stuff, tailors, I guess.
Yeah.
So there was tons of, like, a bunch of stacks of fabrics, right, in the room. And I've cleaned this house multiple times. And one of the later times I cleaned it in that same room with the stacks of fabric, I was vacuuming, and then behind me, like, one of the stacks of fabric fell, right? And like, that's weird. Like, there's no way this could have fallen. Because, I mean, I cleaned this room a bunch of times. I brushed by the fabric, wouldn't fall, wouldn't shake. So when I saw the stack of fabrics that fallen, I went back to it, try to debunk it myself. And I walked around it, see if my footsteps caused any shaking. I jumped a little bit, like put a little bit more pressure on my steps to see if that was enough to shake it. That didn't shake at all. And I looked at the vacuum cord. It was not plugged anywhere near that corner of the room. The cord was nowhere near it, so no way the vacuum cord could whip it and pick it up and hit it. And then it's like, damn, that's really weird. Like, I still couldn't figure out how that stack's a fabric falling. So all right, whatever. I'm not gonna think of anything. I already had weird vibes. I told my mom, like, Mom, that's like the second time I told her, Mom, this house scares me. She was like, oh, you're stupid. Don't worry about it. But yeah, like, I don't know. That house is just weird. So I thought nothing more of it. So I picked the stacks up, put it back how it was.
Yeah.
So I go to the other room and clean it. I think it was a bathroom or something I cleaned next. The whole entire time I was cleaning the bathroom, it was a very tight bathroom. It was enough for me to have a step in, do a little bit. I couldn't really walk in there because the toilet right in front of me and stuff, and the sink and window and stuff. I couldn't really do much. But the whole entire time, I felt like to my left was a door. It felt like somebody was just standing there watching me the whole time. And I kept looking at like probably a good 5 times just to look because I thought it was my mom, but she was downstairs cleaning the kitchen. I'm upstairs by myself, and I'm pretty freaked out. And that's it. Yeah. Like, whenever I'm in that house by myself, whatever floor, I do that cleaning fast. I had to go back to my mom. Like, I'd be near my mom because she's not scared of that stuff. She's doing this for years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But for me, it's like, man, I cannot because I just felt anxious. I think that's a good word to say it. So.
Oh, that's definitely uncomfortable.
And I told my mom that. I was like, Mom, the stacks fell. I don't know how it fallen.
Right.
She was like, oh, you probably hit it. I was like, I didn't hit it, Mom. So.
Man.
Oh, gosh. Yikes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So when are we going to the haunted houses?
I don't know. We gotta find one, I guess. I don't know.
Plan one, I guess. Plan to go find one, I guess.
Yeah. I might be wrong, but I think you told me a while ago that you had an experience at a funeral home.
Oh. Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to tell that one? You don't have to.
I can.
It's
easier.
Was
now.
it weird? I'm thinking in my head it's weirder than it probably sounds, right? I don't know. Is it pretty?
It has to do with my baby that's sitting right here with me, my baby boy. You
want to tell it? You don't have to tell it.
No, I can. It's okay.
Wait, do you have any more?
No, that's it for me.
Do you have any more? Okay.
So, a lot of deaths in my family, tons. My mother's mom, before I moved to Virginia, we were at the funeral home. Oh, well, I'll start a little sooner. We were cleaning her house, and I was talking to her while I was in her room, and I go, I'm just going to take these Calvin Klein pants, and I'm going to go ahead and take this because I know you want me to have it, just like joking. And the smoke alarm goes off. And it was hilarious because she knew when the smoke alarm goes off. For some reason, I don't like loud noises, and I will always panic, and my grandmother thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So I was cleaning her house, and I'm talking to her, and I'm taking the things because me and her were the same size. The only 2 women. By the way, there's only 3 women, Taya being the 4th in the family, all 60 years apart. Taking all of her stuff, alarm goes off. We cannot get it to shut off. I thought it was funny. She probably thought it was funny. So we're at the funeral home planning her funeral. And me and my mom start getting really emotional. But then my son goes out to the hallway. He was 3 at the time, and he reaches up like he's trying to get somebody a hug, like he's trying to say, come here, give me a hug. And I'm looking at him like, what are you doing? And the lady at the funeral home is talking to us, but she keeps cocking her eye at my son. And I go, I know this is a weird question, but is my grandmother here? And she was like, what do you mean? I said, did you go get her body? And she goes, yeah, she's here. She's here. And I'm like, okay. And then the lady's like, if you want to grab him, you can. So I get up and I get him and I bring him to my lap. And he's just giggling and he's looking into the hallway. And we're trying to focus on what's going on. And then he bends down and he's talking to somebody, like a animal, like a cat or something. Like, and there was a cat that used to live in Carmela Funeral's home, but the cat died a long time ago. And then he's like playing with the cat and he gets up again and he reaches up and he's just laughing like somebody's talking to him.
How old was he?
3. Yeah, he's like, oh my God, I did that.
I'm looking at him right now.
He did it. And yeah, it happened only when we were starting to get emotional because me and my grandmother are the same. We're not emotional creatures, so we don't like sadness and all that good stuff. So if any opportunity to make somebody smile or vice versa, we'll do it. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if we should get Whitney up here because I know he has a story, but I don't know if he wants to be on the microphone. But it was about the time, I think I briefly told you this, but it was when he worked at I don't know if I should say the name, but one of the restaurants in town before it became Cookout. It was something else.
Oh, yeah, you did mention
It was
that.
something else before Cookout.
Yeah.
In the same spot? There was another place?
Yeah, we're not gonna say the name though. So, should we get him up here or not? I don't know.
Is he here?
I don't have no idea. But we do have someone.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Hey, yo, Virak.
Hey.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. You're live on the recording right now.
That's cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sorry. Is Ricky's here, Ruin's here,
Yo.
and my sister-in-law Nini
Hi,
and
Virak.
my nephew Dasan
Hey,
is
Nene,
listening.
how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Good, man. We just got creeped out by some stories. Ricky gave me some chills. Ruin got a scary story at his house. You know, it's all good.
For real? I mean,
Yeah.
mine, like I said, mine's really not that scary, but, you know, it's kind of weird to me. But pretty much, it was like my grandma was on her deathbed at the time. And, you know, I asked her for her permission if I could go to a party in D.C. And, like, I would say around 2 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock or so, like, I had a phone call. It was like 0, 0, 0, 0, all zero. And then, yeah, I didn't think much of it, you know, I just thought it was just a random number. And then the next day, my mom told me that we almost lost my grandma that night. And she said that the whole entire time my grandma was asking for me. And she said it was around 2 o'clock, 2:30. And, you know, after that, like, that's like the one thing that always stuck with me. Because really, you know how close I am to my grandma.
Yeah,
like, you know, she was my everything. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's like, to me, like, that was a little crazy. Because, like I said, like, the number was just all zero. And I was just like, what the heck, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. I was like,
Now, when you
but
got
yeah,
that,
that's probably like,
when you got that call, what time was it when you got that call?
honestly, like I said, it was around 2 o'clock or 1 o'clock. Like I said, it was pretty late. I just remember looking at the time and then looking at the number because, you know, like I never seen like, you know, like a 0000 number like phone call before.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I didn't think much of it. But after my mom said that night, like my grandma was just asking specifically for me, you know, like I kind of like got a hint that was like her spiritually, you know, like.
Damn.
And, you know, like I said, it was about a week or so before she passed. So, yeah.
Damn, man.
Yeah, man. It was like, wow.
What's your phone carrier service?
At the time it was Verizon.
Verizon.
Yeah.
You used to work at Nina used to work at a phone carrier service.
did.
You ever the 000s? What is that?
Very uncommon.
Uncommon.
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
But what does it
Yeah, 'cause
mean? Though?
It could be spam,
Okay.
but in his case, I don't think it was.
Okay. We about to say Virak?
Yeah, because I did Google it like the day, like right before I told you and Mecca out about the story. I remember that it said that it could have been a blocked number, and then they somehow just like was able to reach, you know, got through. But at the same time, it's like, why would a blocked number, call me at like 2 in the morning, you know?
Exactly.
Around the same time
It
your
wasn't
grandma
spam
was
or
asking for you too.
telemarketers.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But the whole thing was just like, you know, it kind of creeped me out. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, you know, it's kind of cool because, like, you know, it was my grandma, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it was just like, oh, it's cool, weird.
Dang, man.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
That's super cool.
Yeah. Glad
Yeah,
you're able to
that
get on the
was
call,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, appreciate it, guys.
No problem, man.
Yep.
When you
All right, guys.
whenever
Talk to
you
you
Whenever you do come back in town, we have to get you in person.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I am coming back in town in June though,
In June,
for my
okay.
little cousin's graduation, but I don't think it's gonna be anything crazy. Like,
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
gonna tell my mom that I have stuff to do. So,
Okay.
so I'm definitely like, so hopefully she won't pull me away from that again.
Yeah. All right, man. I'll talk to you later, yo.
All right, man.
Bye.
Thanks for
All right.
calling
All right,
in.
buddy. All right, guys.
Care.
Peace.
All right,
Bye.
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 All right, bye.
That was cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy.
These
I've
girl
had-
moms are funny, huh?
I've had
Jokesters.
unknown numbers call me, not 000.
At 3 a.m.
No, not even that late.
I
Like
hope
just during
not.
the day. I mean, like,
That's a bad hour.
yeah,
Your brother wakes up at 3 a.m. a lot.
that's devil out right
I know.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Virak said he loves us.
Oh.
Love him too.
Shout out to Virak. Early shout out.
Speaking of the number thing, I don't think it's anything creepy. Probably just spammers. But I think yesterday someone was calling me from my own number. I thought that was funny.
Wait, is that common service numbers?
That's like a spammer, right?
It can happen through a third party app. What time was it?
Oh.
And who would do that?
I don't know. It was like maybe like 3 o'clock, maybe
In the
Or 3
morning?
p.m.
Oh.
Yeah, not in the morning.
Hmm.
I guess.
Okay.
So I feel like just spam. I didn't answer it,
That's a
but
little
I
bit
just thought it
more
was
common.
funny.
So spams, they take the first 6 numbers of your number and they can call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think Whitney's here, but I'll give an anecdote of his story.
Mm-hmm.
So he used to work at a fast food joint in his high school days.
Mhm.
So he's probably like, what, 15? He just have his driver's license, probably 16, 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this one particular location on Broad, it is now a Verizon building. Somebody was, before my brother had worked there was a robbery that occurred and the person was shot and I think killed from that robbery. So that's the quick story of that little history. When my brother was working at that night shift, I think he was alone in the kitchen. His manager, it was just them two. His manager was in the bathroom or the office in the back or something. But my brother was in cleaning, getting ready to close the restaurant. He said he heard knocking. So mind you, this is not a restaurant where you could walk in and order. This is strictly like cookout. You can't go in there.
Mm-hmm.
You only order at the walk-in
Drive-through.
window or the drive-through. So it's late at night, getting ready to close. I think he said he heard someone knocking at the order window, not the drive-through, the order window. He looked, saw nobody there. He went up to the window, make sure nobody was hiding behind the window or nothing. Nobody was there. And I think he said he went back to cleaning the grease grill pan, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He heard the fountain drinks go off, like somebody had pushed the drinks and the faucet was going down. And so he looked over in that direction, which was near the order window. And he said when he looked at the reflection of the window, he said he saw the back of the uniform. So mind you, if you're looking at something, right, with
Mhm.
reflection, you'll see the front of your
Mm-hmm.
reflection. He said he saw the back of it, like somebody's back. And it said it looked like it had a bullet hole on it. And he said he was freaking out
Oh my gosh.
at that.
Yeah. Who would?
He could probably tell it better than I can. He has more details, I'm sure, but that's what I remember what he told me. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Which is also weird because I remember when I did go eat there one summer, they used to have like an outdoor picnic table, like a round picnic table, whatever. And one particular seat in the whole round table, I sat there twice. Every time, both times I sat there, I would get dizzy and get nauseous.
Mm.
So I was like, man, this is too much of a coincidence. So the third time I got there, I tried a different seat. I was perfectly fine. Nothing happened. The fourth time, I got sick again in that same exact spot. So I don't know what that means.
It's energy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was really feeling like I wanted to throw up. I felt dizzy.
You know Zach always throwing up and getting dizzy.
Yeah, but Zach, I don't know.
Don't you talk
Ghost,
about
Ghost
Zach.
Adventures, Zach.
Oh, okay. I was like,
back to the phone story Virak told. You remember the episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark? The phone police.
Phone
never
police.
mind.
Yes, I do. You know,
Dang, I need to
love-
watch that.
If you
I
play
love
on the
that
phone,
show.
the phone police will come get you.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know.
You don't remember that?
I don't
Oh
remember.
my
that.
Okay.
gosh.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
All right. You have any other stories? I don't think Visa has stories, right?
mm-mm.
Yeah.
He told a story about the people with no eyes. Oh, okay. Well,
Wait, what?
Hmm?
Do you want to tell it?
I don't know it,
Oh,
but I don't think he would tell it. It scares him.
really?
And if he sees a movie where someone with their eyes gouged out, he will not watch that part.
Oh,
It makes him extremely
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
I never do that.
So what if he listens to this podcast?
Well,
and
he
gets to
will.
this
He
part?
will.
He will. He's,
But it's only this part anyway. But,
Yeah.
yeah, he goes, I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm like, okay. Yes.
Any other stories, y'all? Any other anecdotes you have? Oh, crap. Sorry. It's not so much. It's not so much a horror story. Well, I have another story, but it's another anecdote. I don't know if I want to tell it though.
Tell it.
Okay.
Or is it the twins that wear red?
Okay. Let me tell you my version of that
Oh,
because I never knew it was twins.
Oh no!
What?
It's like The Shining or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Creepy.
this is from what I remember.
Okay.
Okay. Listeners of the show, you remember my nephew who was a cameraman at one point.
Mm-hmm.
All
grown up
so
now.
his grandparents on his mom's side, they live in New Jersey, Camden, right?
They live in Woodland.
Woodland, New Jersey.
Mhm.
I used to visit that house my early teenage days, and down the street was a cemetery. I mean, I thought nothing of it. It was kind of weird, of course, but whatever. So
I lived right next to that cemetery for years.
okay.
So,
So
yeah.
this one particular story, it's an anecdote. I wasn't there, but I've heard stories of it. From what I remember being told, they were having like a family gathering or get together of some sorts where my nephew's grandparents had friends over. One couple particular just brought their newborn, I think, and the newborn, put the baby to sleep, so they put the baby in the guest room to go to sleep.
In that house?
Yeah. And if I could remember, the mom of that baby, everybody's downstairs partying now. The baby's asleep upstairs in the guest room. So the mom heard her baby crying, so she went to check on the mom. So the mom checked on the baby because she was crying, so she went upstairs. So as she turned the corner in the hallway to go to the guest room, she noticed the baby's not crying anymore. She's laughing, sounds like she was playing. So she saw, as she's walking down the hallway, the room is at the end of the hall, like the door is facing the hallway. And she saw little girl playing with the baby, nothing out of the ordinary, right?
Was she wearing red?
She was wearing a red dress.
Oh, jeez.
And so she went to the room. She's like, "Hi, how are you doing?" Stuff like that, right? The little girl in the red dress didn't respond. She just looked at the mom and just ran out the room down the stairs. Apparently she saw the girl go down the stairs.
Oh my God. This is so
She thought nothing of it. So she grabbed the baby, comforted her and stuff, and they walked downstairs too. And so as she went downstairs, she asked her friends, "Who's that little girl that was playing with my baby
Oh my
upstairs?"
God, I hate kid ghosts. You're making me creeped out.
She was like, "Who's that little girl?" She went downstairs with the baby, and she asked all the friends that was at the house, "So who's that little girl that was upstairs in the red dress?" All the guests, their faces look confused. Like, what are you talking about? Like, y'all didn't see a little girl run downstairs in a red dress? It was like, nobody here has a kid that brought a kid. And that's all I know. I didn't hear the twins part. So if you want to kind
Oh
of...
my God, I don't know if they're twins or sisters, but I don't like kid ghosts.
Okay, which parts of my story kind of crosses over with what's your version?
The little girl in the red dress.
That's the only part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Used to tell V, she used to bring home stuff in red. It would be like red. It would be red toys or red items, but she would say they like red. And V was telling me, oh gosh, we have to get him up here to tell that these girls, they like red.
Whoa. Rewind. Wait, what? So your grandma brought home red stuff?
She would bring home stuff for these kids.
What kids?
Those kids.
Hold on, okay.
The same kid that was seen running down the steps.
Continue, okay. Continue.
Right. So there's two girls. I said twins. I just assume they're twins. I don't know. But they were red and they liked red stuff.
Uh-huh.
And the mother's mother, his grandmother, would cater to these little girls by bringing home red stuff. Red toys, red. Yeah. Anything red. It made them happy.
I never knew any of this.
Yeah. She would say it was for the little girls in the red.
I never knew any of this. What?
This is so creepy that you have the same kind of story about a little girl in red in the same house. And yeah, I'm creeped out.
What?
I don't even want to talk about it. This is creepy.
Oh, what?
Yes, I'm creeped out.
My heart is like pounding a little bit.
I know, because I used to visit that house a lot when I was young. I never knew any of that.
Yeah. I wish V was up here. I'm telling you. He would say if you bring them something red, she would say if you bring them something red, it'll keep them happy.
I had no idea about this stuff.
I need a drink.
I think the last time I did sleep over there is a long time ago. I slept in that same, from my story, my version of the story, I slept in that same guest room.
That back room.
It was me. I remember it was me and Visa and Whitney slept on the same, I mean, maybe my dad. We slept on the same bed in that room. And I could not sleep. They were sleeping. I could not sleep. Because that room, right next to it was a stairway to the attic. And I always had my eye on the attic stairway, like that whole night. I don't know why. I just couldn't sleep in there.
Yeah. Apparently there's two little girls that wear red dresses who enjoy the color red.
I'll ask him off the mic, but this is weird.
Definitely. When we go downstairs, you have to ask. It's incredibly weird.
That's episode 16? 15? I don't know what episode this is.
I don't know anymore, man.
I want to be on more.
Well,
can I be on interesting ones?
Well, yeah, we think of topics like, I don't know when, but we'll think of who we could guess.
Scary all year round.
No.
No?
Not yet. I don't know.
Okay.
That's been episode 15, 16. I don't know. I lost track.
Wait, what is everybody going to be tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Y'all dressing
up?
up?
Jessica Rabbit on crutches.
You dressing up, Ricky?
Well, I don't have a costume. You said
a
luchador mask or something. I'll wear that. I don't know.
You can be anybody from the 80s. You can be an 80s workout person. Strap a mustache to your face.
A sweatband.
Ruin, you going?
No, I have to work.
Oh, gosh. Really?
Yeah, I always work.
What time?
I probably working from open to close.
What's
Damn,
close?
dude.
What's close?
10, right?
Yeah, 10.
Jeez.
At night.
Well, if you get off early, just text me.
Yeah.
You know you can always text me.
And Vila, who are you?
Marty McFly.
I thought you were being Team Wolf. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So cute.
Amazon?
Yeah, $12.
Love it.
It smells like China.
Can I have it when you're done?
Smell it. It smells like China. The inside. Smell that air pollution?
Oh my God, that stinks. Jeez.
That's air pollution.
I think it's the glue.
No, that's air pollution. Because when we used to get hoverboards in,
Ooh, that stinks.
They
It
came
smells
straight
like
from China?
eyelash
Smell
glue.
bad.
it came straight from China. The
Eyelash
hoverboards,
glue
and
smells
then
just like that, by the
yeah,
way.
it's air pollution.
Your brother wanted to be Data off the Goonies.
He doesn't need much to do that.
That's not nice.
Yeah, okay, I just checked. It's been episode 15, y'all. We always end the show with shout outs. So shout out to Virak, thanks for calling in. Shout out to Tino. I hope your wisdom teeth surgery went well and you're healing, and I know you're moving back to Richmond soon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shout out to, let me see who I want to shout out. Shout out to my boy Jeremy. Shout out to his brother.
You don't have a brother?
I mean his brother. Shout out to his brother.
Who's his brother?
You know who?
Who?
Own.
Oh my god.
All right, Ricky.
Confused.
I don't know. Give me a second. Give me a second
I
take.
have to cut that.
Yeah, we edit that
I'll
out.
keep that in. Go ahead, Ricky.
Oh, that's messed up. Shout out to my boy Frankie. He told me some great
Frankie.
scary stories.
Cool.
Oh.
Does he want his in this one too? No.
I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him or to
don't
retell
worry
the
about it.
scary
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You got any shout outs, Nini?
Oh, get him. Get him.
Almost.
Almost.
Almost
made it.
No, shout out to Tino. I hope you heal well. Wisdom teeth are no joke.
Is he going tomorrow?
They suck.
I don't know.
How often do you do these podcasts?
Every it's bi-weekly, so this comes out Wednesday next week, and if we record it again the Friday after next.
Okay.
Yes, every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Yay.
Oh, which I forgot to do in the beginning of this. The Full Timers podcast is a bi-weekly show where we have candid conversations that awkwardly navigate through the nuances of adulthood. But of course, this month we talked about scary things. Anyway, is that it? Anybody else? That's it?
That's it.
No.
All right, y'all. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Bye.